Oh, welcome back to another video, everybody, and today we have some things to discuss. Also gonna miss some earthquakes, but let's get into it. So in upper New York, it looks like in Lake Ontario, there was a 3.4 in Henderson, New York. Now you may say, well, that's not cool, that's not normal. Well, this is in the Adirondack Mountains, I think is how you say it. Correct me if I didn't say that right. I'm not 100% fluent in English. But yeah, we saw that one down here, that 2.1 on the 26th, and then this one on the 29th. So definitely some activity in New York. Next up is, looks like we didn't miss anything here, did we? No, we don't. Well, yeah, there was 1.9 in Teleco Plains. That one in Arkansas, and there was a 1.8 in Risco, Missouri, and a 2.4 in Wilson City. Now, this is in the New Madrid area. Of course, it's not in New Madrid, but it's on the New Madrid seismic zone, which a 2.4 is pretty large for it. Oklahoma's been pretty quiet, actually. Better change this back to the setting I like. I was wondering why it looked like that. There was a one in Chickasha, Oklahoma, 1.9, about 1.4 miles deep. Nothing else really. There has been some swarming areas, but nothing else really besides that. Up here in this localized swarming, a 2.8 in near Jal, New Mexico. Nothing here. It looks like there was a couple swarming here the other day at 2.4, 2.2. Nothing serious. Nothing down here. New Mexico, nothing. Looks like one on the border here, Beaver Dam, Arizona, 2.4. Utah, nothing. Actually, very quiet in Utah. Besides, what we saw the other day, it's been pretty quiet in Wyoming up here. Nothing in Montana, Idaho, Nevada here. We got to cover some things, 0.0, negative 0.1, and a negative 0.1 in Betty, Nevada. Right on the border here was a 1.2 and a 1.3, Silver Peak, and a 1.6 in Dyer, Nevada. And these are all in the Death Valley faults. But up here, I had a comment the other day. I'm not going to expose who it is. I'm sure you can just go look yourself because I only have one comment. It was by somebody who said that I'm pretty sure he or she, not gender assuming, but I'm pretty sure they said that earthquakes in Nevada were more dangerous than anything. I don't know, I'm going to read it again. But there was a 4.1 in Austin, Nevada on the Toil B Range Fault Zone, 2.9 miles deep. No aftershocks. It's been rarely quiet over here. It's right near Austin. There's no, there is a couple over here. It looks like some wastewater plants or something, but nothing it could be in relation to. California has been some swarming down here. We had a 1.3, a 2.5, 1.8, 2.0, 2.0, 2.2, 2.3, 2.8, and a 3.4, which was obviously probably the main quake of this all. And we saw that 1.8 up here on the 23rd. We already covered that. On the plate boundary here, there was 1.5 and a 1.8 towards Progresso. 0.8 near Westmoreland and a 1.0 near Sultan City. 0.7 near Lake Henshaw. 0.9 near Julian. 0.5, 2.1, 2.4, 1.0. Not going to cover all of them this time. 0.9 in Redlands. Pretty quiet over here. It's 1.7 in the Banning on the, looks like right on the San Andreas Fault Zone, San Bernardino Mountain section. And over here on the Homestead Valley Fault, there was a, another 1.3. And there's a larger 3.5 out here, no aftershocks, near the Black to see it here. Blackwater Fault Zone, Rainbow Canyon Fault. Very small fault there. 1.2 in Searles Valley, 0.9 near Little Lake, 1.0 near Coso Junction, and 1.2 near Lancha, as well as a 0.8 near Inyoken. Don't know if I said that right. 1.1 near Furnace Creek, near the Northern Death Valley Fault. Been pretty active on this fault, actually. And then up here in the volcanic tableland, there was a 0.9 and a 0.6 near Tom's Place. If you live in Lamont, there was a 1.8 aftershock. Pretty sporadic now, actually. Been nothing really on the San Andreas. Especially in the southern section, there was only that 1.7 we saw. That couple in Indio. On the San Grand Giorgio fault, 1.5. San Andreas 1.1, and on the Calveras there was a 1.1. San Francisco Zoo had a 1.2. 1.7. Normal activity up here. Nothing major. 2.5. 1.6 near Rio Del. Been some activity up here, actually. I've been monitoring it the past few days. And I have to look something up again because I want to see if this 4.3 was actually something major. So I'll be back in a minute. Okay, my mic almost fell. My mic almost fell. 6 people felt this. And it was reviewed by a seismologist, so it's going to stay at 4.1. I remember I was in a meeting when this happened, and I was looking at the information here, and it said 4.5. And I got kind of scared. I was like, 4.5? That's crazy. And then it went down to a 4.1, so it went down 0.4. But that's okay. Still, Oregon's been really quiet lately. Actually, scaringly. Very scary quiet. Mount St. Helens had that rise in activity at 0.4. Nothing new, actually, on that. And I know the same person said cover Mount Rainier. I didn't cover it very well. But Mount Rainier did have a 0.6. And it's had some other activity here, but Mount Rainier is still a, I'm not bookmark this here. But Mount Rainier is still a steady green here, if I can pull it up if my internet will cooperate with me. There we go. Mount Rainier here, still color code green, alert level normal. And then I'm gonna pin this tab here. And I'm gonna pin this tab, and then I'll get rid of this one. There, and it should stay like this now. Washington's been pretty quiet. There was a, looks like 1.7 near Skokomish, Washington. Pretty quiet up here. On the trench here, 1.5 near Covenant Life. And then we saw 4.3, but it looks like there was only a 1.6 in the general area. And that's right on the Totshunda Fault, which is joined in with the Denali Fault. Nothing major here in Alaska. There's been another 2.1, 2.1, 2.1, 1.1. A few sporadic earthquakes here. There has been some swarming in the upper Alaska here. But nothing up here towards these faults. Nothing. Down in the Aleutian Trench, however, there has been some activity actually on the upper side. 5.0, 2.5 near Adak. But nothing crazy. No volcanoes erupting or anything. There was, when this trench turns to the left, there was a 4.7. And then further down, there was a 4.9 and a 4.3, about 50 miles deep. 4.8 near Taiwan. Near Juthan, Taiwan. Pretty quiet down this way, actually. The Java Trench had a 4.9. A small trench right here had a 4.6. Papua New Guinea had a 4.8. There's been some deeper activity down here. We saw that 6.3 in Vanuatu, I think it is. 4.5 and a 4.5 in near Fiji. Nothing down here. There's a 5.6 on Bouvet Island region. 5.2 in Chile. And a 4.4 on the Chile-Bolivia border here. Looks like it was actually in Bolivia more than Chile, but whatever. And then there was a 4.2 in Peru. And then we had a full rupture on partial to full rupture on the Peru-Chile Trench. 7.2. 17 miles deep. That's crazy. And it had multiple aftershocks, too. There's actually a 4.4, 4.7, a 6.1, and a 5.3. Which that 7.2 was actually a 7.4, I think, when I read it. And it was a significant area affected. There was no liquefaction. 119 people felt it. It gives a little information here. You can pause it and read it. But yeah, nothing serious here. I mean, well, it's pretty serious, but there was no tsunami warning, I don't think. No tsunami, I don't think. Nope, no tsunami warning. Nope, nothing major. Up the way here, there was a 4.3 in Jordan, Colombia. No aftershocks here after that, and there was a 3.7, 2.9, a 2.1, and a 2.9. So nothing major, actually. It's been pretty quiet to me in the general regions down here in Chile itself. And Argentina usually has some more earthquakes up here towards San Juan. San Salvador area. San Antonio de las Cobres usually has the most earthquakes. And I always say this, usually most of my videos, I've never seen an earthquake in Brazil in the time that I've had this app, or Uruguay. But watch what happens tomorrow, and then I just want to delete this video so bad because I feel so cringed out. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. I'm kind of taking a break. Tomorrow's my last meeting, so I should be able to do a video on the 31st or the 1st, whatever day it is. I think that will be, yes, the 1st. I probably can do it on the 1st. If not, the 2nd, if not, the 3rd. Have a great day, and great night, great morning, and I will see you on the 1st.